Today we're going to be doing 30 questions about Northwestern in 8 minutes. Can I actually do it? Haha, I don't know. Question number 1, how's the weather? I mean, it's pretty the first 2 weeks and then it turns to hell if hell was cold. Like, pack all your winter clothes, that's all I'm gonna say. Question number 2, how often do you go to Chicago/Evanston? I mean, I go at least like once or twice each week. I mean, you have to block out the whole day because you're not gonna get anything done that day. What time do you have to wake up every day? I mean, all my classes are in the afternoon, so I think the latest that I usually wake up is like 11 and the earliest is like 7:30. It depends on the day, honestly. But it's hard waking up early because the sun doesn't shine through the window until like 10 a.m. It's like very late. The sun is just lazy. Stop slacking. You can't, there's a glare there. Nico, put out the glare. Stop slacking. How hard are the academics? I mean, it's school. Like, what can you expect? Just, it's high school, but minus all the extra credit and curving and leniency. Yeah? How is the quarter system at Northwestern? I mean, it's pretty cool because that means classes are over sooner. And like, the thing about Northwestern is a lot of people are double majoring and can still graduate in 4 years. Like, that is our thing, is double majoring and being able to graduate in 4 years. So like, if you're just majoring in one subject, I think you can graduate in 3, but don't quote me on that. What is your relationship with your roommate? Best roommate ever. I mean, we have different friend circles, but that doesn't really matter. What variety clubs are there at NU? There are social clubs to academic clubs, and your participation in them vary from when you want to go to like 8 hours plus each week. So it just depends on what kind of club you want and how masochistic / sadistic you are. So like, if you want to go out to the sea at 50-degree weather, like, feel free, you can do that if you want to. Can you get into a new hobby in college? Yes. Can you get into a new hobby by joining a club in college? No, especially if you're an incoming freshman. Generally speaking, you can expect that you need proficiency in that activity in order to join it. For some things, it's not like that, but for the majority of the clubs, you can think of it as that. At least like the top popular clubs. Like, if you want to join a niche, smaller club, like, I feel like you can get it no matter what. What are the housing and dorms like? I mean, it varies. There's like hotel ones, like Lincoln, and then there's like bad ones, like regular college dorms. It just depends on the living space. Should I live north or south campus? Honestly, it doesn't matter. You have to walk up north, down south anyways, but if your classes are centered in just one area, you should probably live in that area. But for me, I have to run up and down campus every day, so it's not a big deal. What is the food like and what are the food options? The food is pretty great, to be honest. Like, a lot of people shit on it, but I don't think it's too bad. The rice is horrible though. They don't soak it in water, so it's very hard, but that's besides from the point. The food is nutritious. Like, they have nutritious food, and they give jasmine, they give shrimp, they give jasmine rice. Like, these are expensive things that normally aren't in the cafeteria, at least the ones that I'm used to. There's also like pure eats for people who have allergens, or like no peanuts, no soybeans, etc. There's like a bunch of options available. And like, I've heard that you can request the cooks to make a home recipe if you give them that. So like, I think that's pretty cool too. I've never tried it. Maybe we'll try it sometime this year. People have talked about the yogurt in the dining hall is very sus, but like, I just put it into these like to-go cups and microwave it just to sterilize it and then put it in the refrigerator and then eat it. But like, I haven't had any problems so far, so I think it's fine, right? I don't think there's such thing as long-term food poisoning. Right, Nico? Yes? Yes, subtext? Okay. I'm gonna assume the subtext said no. And if it says yes, I'm panicked. Are there any to-go options for dining? Yes, there are green Aussie boxes where you can get to-go food, or purple if you're an athlete. I mean, if you're special and you're an athlete, you get purple. You have your own dining halls as athletes. What is the romantic scene like? Some people are still couples from high school. Some people are just raring to go. And if you're wondering how I know this, it's on Yik Yak. It's an app that we all use. What is the athletic scene like? I mean, it's okay. All the games I've been to, our team lost, but like, that doesn't matter because we at least have like a sports culture here, right? What is the social scene like? I met most of my friends in my classes. I've also met people like on my floor, but honestly, the first week was just the most painful because I didn't know anyone and like, I was just wandering around aimlessly. So like, once I met some friends in classrooms, then it got very easy in terms of social life. In my conclusion, everything has to be coincidental. Like, if you try to plan it, it is not going to work. Unless I'm just not skilled in socializing, that also might be a probability, but we're not going to worry about that. Nico, how am I doing on time? Oh my god. 17, do you feel FOMO? No, Yik Yak. If I ever felt like I was missing out, I would go on Yik Yak because everything's there. The tea, Everything's there. Am I gonna be okay? If you're asking this question, no. 19, can I be undecided at Northwestern? Yes, for the first 2 years, you'll mostly be taking prerequisite courses, so like, you'll be fine if you don't choose a major right away. You do want to make a choice of the general field you want to pursue because the prerequisites for one field might not be the same as for another field, so just, you gotta decide on that first. What is the diversity like? Well, it's much more diverse. There's more Asians, there's more blacks. That's generalizing, but you get what I mean, right? And I also just realized that my phone has a shadow right here. We don't worry about that. How hard is the transition to college? It's pretty hard, honestly. You have to do everything by yourself. And then there's that freaking sun problem. Number 22, stereotypes that North dorms are party dorms and South dorms are not. Yes, but actually no, because like even though North dorms do have like more parties, I've never been woken up in the middle of the night because there was a party going on. Like, it's quiet. North dorms are much more social though, which like I find it as a comfortable level of socialness. It's not overly social and it's just not overly silent. Like if you walk into any of the southern dorms, like it's just silence. There's almost no one in the lounges. And like if you walk into any of the North dorms, there's always people there. So like honestly, it depends. I take that back because one of the stores, there's 2 stores on campus, or 3 actually. There's Lisa's, Fran's, and there's like the Norris University Center. All of these have food options like inside, and Fran's is in Willard, which is a South Campus dorm, and like that is a big dorm. There's like a lot of people in there, but that's an exception. I don't know, I might be wrong though. I've only been here for like a month, so. Question number 23, do you feel insecurity academic wise? I mean, it's not something to focus on, but like all my friends are not taking introductory courses and I'm over here like, that's great. Cause yeah, I'm taking introductory courses in almost all my classes. Question 24, what's the difference between PA and RA? PAs are usually sophomores who are with you only during your orientation week, while RAs are on your floor of your residential building, and then you go to them for anything, essentially. 25, how much do you need to walk per day? I need to walk around like 5 miles. On the first day that I came to campus, I walked like 13 miles. So like, expect a lot of walking. Unless the Apple like walking meter is just not accurate, which it might not be accurate, but it's a lot of walking. Favorite memory so far? I walked around the South Beach with one of my friends and we just sat there on one of the benches and just watched the seagulls and the waves just on the surface. It was very cold, but like still, it was a very beautiful scene. That's one of my favorite memories currently. How do I find which professor is the best? So there's this website called CTEX, and on there it's like Rate My Professor, but it's private. So like only Northwestern students can see it. So once you're admitted, then you can see it. It's kind of funny because like professors talk about CTEX all the time. It's like a rating, right? So it's like funny, like they're trying to get a better rating. And I think it's a great system for that, but yeah. Yes or no? Is that it? Is that just the question? Okay, if that's the question, then yes. Do you have anyone you like right now? Question number 29. What courses should I take freshman year? I only want to point out the seminar course because that's the only important one. If you are taking a seminar course, please choose an easy one. Don't choose an English language one because that's so much reading. Like, it's a lot more reading than like, let's say art history. So don't choose a hard one. It's not going to be beneficial for you in any way. It's just going to increase your workload. At least that's my current impression from all my friends and my experiences. Also, art history is just more interesting. Sorry, English language arts. Question number 30, how is the work-life balance? It depends on how much work and how much life you need. So like if you don't need a lot of life, then you can work more. If you don't need a lot of work, then you can life more. So like it depends. I hope I didn't go over time. Oh no. That is 30 questions in 8 minutes, 8x in x minutes. Thank you everybody so much for watching. Make sure that you, what do I want them to do? Make sure that you comment. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye! I'm really sorry for this low production quality. It's just, I'm sorry about the backdrop. I'm sorry about the light. I can't do anything about my situation, okay? I do not have equipment right now, Nico, okay? No need to get mad at me. Your subtext is not going to help.